I first met Daniel in my final year of high school. He wasn't exactly well liked. He was the quiet kid, the one people whispered about, but never really confronted. He kept to himself, always lingering just outside of conversations, always watching. At first, I felt bad for him. I figured maybe he was just socially awkward. Maybe people misjudged him. When he started hanging out with my friend group, I thought we were doing a good thing, making him feel included. But it didn't take long before something felt off. It started with the way he texted in our group chat. Late at night, he'd send disturbing images, things you'd have to search for on the dark web. Pictures of decayed bodies, accidents too gruesome to be real. At first, everyone thought it was some twisted joke, but it never stopped. When I told him to cut it out, he laughed. "Don't be soft," he texted back. "It's just pictures." Then there were the stories. Daniel would talk about killing animals, how easy it was, how he wanted to try something bigger. I told myself he was just trying to get a reaction, trying too hard to be edgy. But there was something in his voice when he said it, something that made my stomach turn. One night I was out walking home when I noticed someone standing across the street. A figure, barely visible under the dim glow of a street lamp. They weren't moving, just standing still, watching. I took out my phone, pretending to check my messages, trying to ignore the creeping unease crawling up my spine. When I glanced up again, he was gone. The next morning, Daniel sent me a message. "Why'd you walk so fast last night?" I felt sick. I hadn't told anyone where I'd be. After that, I started seeing him everywhere. At the grocery store, outside my house, even once in the school parking lot. Just standing, just watching. I tried to call him out in the group chat, but he played dumb. "I think you're imagining things," he said. One afternoon, Daniel and a couple of my friends convinced me to check out the woods behind the school. They had found an old shack deep in the trees and wanted to explore. I wasn't thrilled about the idea, but I figured with a group, it would be fine. As we walked deeper, Daniel started acting strange. He kept laughing under his breath, whispering closer, closer, like it was some kind of joke. The deeper we went, the quieter everything became. No birds, no wind, just the sound of our footsteps crunching through the leaves. Then Daniel stopped walking. "This is a good spot," he said, grinning. A long rusted metal pipe lay half buried in the dirt next to him. He nudged it with his foot, still smiling. Something about the way he stood, the way his fingers flexed, made every instinct in my body scream to run. I glanced at my other friend, and we didn't need to speak. We both turned and walked back toward the school without another word. Daniel didn't follow. When he came back to school the next day, he acted like nothing had happened. He sat with us at lunch, laughed at our jokes, but I could feel it. That underlying tension, like a stretched rubber band waiting to snap. I stopped responding to his messages after that. Eventually, he stopped sending them. But even now, years later, I sometimes get the feeling that someone is watching me. And every time I do, I wonder if Daniel will ever really let go.